What's up, guys? I'm here with Ray from Capcom. Ray, you guys are remaking DuckTales.
Yeah, we're remastering DuckTales, as in DuckTales Remastered.
Not remaking, correct?
Yeah, remastering.
Remastering.
Yeah.
How do you remaster perfection?
Well, what you do is you use the original game as a guide, as a blueprint, if you will, reconstruct it in a new contemporary engine that's built for 2D by a company known as WayForward that have pure pedigree in doing platforming games. You hand draw every character animation style and animate them exactly like in a way that Disney would for a featured animated film, and you put that on beautiful 3D backgrounds, and you give the gamers like basically what they've been asking for years.
Okay, so out of all the games, you could have made any game in the world, well, that got the license for. Why DuckTales?
Well, we've been getting a lot of requests for these. I've been at Capcom for a very long time, and I know that's something we've been hearing a lot of. And then we have a lot of, there was a lot of higher exec guys on the Disney side and the Capcom side that have been wanting to do it. So we've actually been talking about it kind of casually for a very long time, and we've just been trying to figure out a way that works for both of us in order to do it. So the stars finally aligned, a year or two ago. We picked a developer role. Disney picked a developer role, suggested a developer that we totally agreed with in the form of WayForward, and here we are. Game's coming out soon.
Okay, I have to ask you a question. Yes. Do you know how Warren Spector feels about this?
I don't know personally how he feels about it. I have heard anecdotally that he's a big fan of the game and he really wanted to do one. But I know it wasn't just him at Disney. I know there was a lot of people. I mean, the people I work with at Disney are huge fans of the game and the IP. So I got to give props for Disney for being part of the reason that this is happening.
So you talked about being faithful to the original. Are you adding anything new?
Yeah. So, I've been quoting this for a while, but the designer told me that he wanted to do about 70% original, true layout, and about 30% new. So for those of you that really know the original game, that have a lot of muscle memory of how the original one went, you'll see that most of the game is there. Like all the items are in the same place that you remember them, but then you'll come across a few areas that have been a little tweaked, a little tuned, to be a little more, to flow a little better. There's also a new tutorial level that kind of gives you a rundown of the game controls, and it kind of gives you an intro to the story. And there's also a new level going to the boss. So instead of having to repeat a level, you actually have to do a whole brand new level.
Can we expect multiplayer DLC anytime soon?
Absolutely not. No. Although we were adding
alternate costume.
Although we were adding new stuff, we were very. Not just us. The guys that WayForward are super purists. They want to keep. They want this to be. This is a DuckTales Remastered. It's not DuckTales remix plus all this other stuff. The stuff that they're adding is to give the game definitely more charm and more value, and basically play up that factor that people remember DuckTales, and it means something to them outside of just an NES game. DuckTales itself as a franchise has a lot of meaning that makes people just happy. It really does.
Did you play the original?
I did. I didn't play it as much as a lot of other guys did. I played a lot of Sega back in the day, and I had
a Sega guy working on the DuckTales game. I don't know about this.
But I played it, when I went to my friend's house, and I totally, I was enamored with the music of the game. And we have Jake Kaufman, who's he's an in-house guy at WayForward, and if you're not familiar with him, he did the Double Dragon Neon soundtrack. He also did Darkstalkers Resurrection. Cool. Really, he's a pretty big name in the video game music industry. So he's doing the tracks for this. He has 8-bit versions of all the tracks, and he also has his rearranged tracks that you'll hear most of in the game. So aside from that, we also have some great VO that's in the game. We have a lot of original actors doing the voices. Scrooge McDuck is the original. Magica, Launchpad are all guys that you will know exactly from the original show. But then everyone else is voiced by an official actor from Disney. So we didn't hire any chumps for this. Huey, Dewey, and Louie are going to sound just like you remembered them.
Which one's your favorite out of all the Duck characters?
I want to say Dewey was the hardcore of them all. Yeah, but I'm not positive. All I know is that no boy liked Webbigail, because Webbigail was always the one that got in trouble. She's always the one that caused things to go bad. So, but I think Dewey was the one I liked.
Cool. Well, hey, thank you very much. And I know we're really excited. We're all really excited about DuckTales. Any news on a release date or when you think it's going to be hitting?
So we have it releasing. What we're saying right now is this summer. We have it for all major consoles, so it'll be on PSN, XBLA, and for Wii U eShop.
What about next gen?
No next gen titles yet.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, you never know.
All right. Cool.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Well, for more on hardcore ducks, be sure to keep it locked right here on IGN.